Here I am, a football fan. But in a crowd that is mostly white and male, people look at me would only think, an Asian girl in a football crowd. And sometimes I even get questions like, are you a football fan? I mean, I am in a football shirt and at a football game. And sometimes people would just give me a funny look. Here's a story. I was born in a city called Hangzhou. It sits on the east coast of China, a very pretty place with lakes and mountains. It's just all very natural. And growing up, I was pretty much a tomboy. I did a lot of sports, and football has always been one of my favorites. In 2013, I made a big decision. I moved out from my family home and traveled all the way to the UK to finish my university degree. And since then, I've traveled around the country to watch football. I even made it on telly.
Burnley picking up fewer than the 5 points the Tigers have won on the road.
Anyway, let's get back to this question. How do I answer it? Well, it doesn't really matter, because as soon as the game starts, we'll cheer together and we'll get frustrated at the same time. It's all because we support the same team. In that way, we're the same colour. So, what is the problem here? Well, let me tell you another story. I was walking away from the stadium after the game, which we lost, and I started to hear some guys shouting at me. At a glance, I can see they were away fans. Well, not nice words, things like 青铜家, eating dogs and kung fu, blah blah blah. It's not the first time something like this has happened to me, and I know it won't be the last. Just thinking about my appearance. I am a female, only 5'2" in height and weigh about 8 stone. And the biggest difference from people around me is my ethnicity. So for people who want to pick on someone for whatever reason, I am an easy target. And every time I hear those words, I feel disgusted. And I feel myself getting more and more angry in a very short space of time. But I did not say a single word back. Why didn't I respond? Well, I was scared, to be very honest. And there is an old Chinese saying, 退一步海阔天空, 忍一时风平浪静, which means compromise will make a conflict much easier to solve. And they did walk away. But I've been thinking, is there something I should hold back my anger for? Or could I have done something? As I was researching, I came across an article that talks about racism against Chinese people in the UK. It mentioned that there is a lack of knowledge about the words Chinese people find offensive. A great example is a picture of Italian footballer Lavazzi pulling his face to mimic Chinese characteristics. And this was used to promote his Chinese Super League club, Hebei China Fortune. While people in Western media found it racist, most Chinese people don't know what that gesture means. The club itself said it was meant to be light-hearted and wacky. It also said in the article that Chinese people don't like to worry others. We often like to keep our business to ourselves. Like I said earlier, it's better to compromise. This culture is in a lot of East Asian countries, like Korea and Japan. In November 2017, a video of Tottenham player Son Heung-min being racially abused by a West Ham United fan was shared on Twitter. In the video, the West Ham United fan asked Son if he sells any DVDs. Son smiled and drove away after he realized what was going on. It received a lot of attention from the media, and Son also briefly spoke about it after two clubs met. But I wonder, if the video was never posted and shared online, would Son have done anything about it? Perhaps not. But then that's another person getting away being a racist. So, to answer my earlier question, perhaps I should have done something about it. By this, I don't mean shouting things back at them. This can sometimes make the situation worse. Instead, there are many sensible options. You can report it to the police, the club, and even the stewards at the ground. Furthermore, you can report it to organizations like Kick It Out. Kick It Out is a football leading equality and anti-discrimination organization. You can easily access to the report form on their website and also on the mobile app. Plus, you can report online discriminations simply at Kick It Out on Twitter, as well as the reporting officer's official account at Kick It Out Report. We shall stand up and speak up for ourselves. and everyone should enjoy the beautiful game.
Together, we're football fans.